Hello everybody. Today we are going to be, oh my god, my glass is doing some sort of funky stuff today, but today we are going to be reviewing the movie Minions: The Rise of Gru, which is the new Minions movie that just came out, I think a couple weeks ago now. I'm just moving all that stuff out of the way so that it's not distracting for me. Right, just came out a couple of weeks ago in theaters, I do believe, and it's still in theaters right now. And so this is yeah. Oh my God, I don't know why I always do that. This is basically. Why do I say that all the time? This is. I gotta stop doing that. It's a bad habit of mine, basically, because saying that all the time is a really bad habit of mine. When it's not a basically thing, and I still say basically, but this movie is about his childhood and him becoming the evil villain that he is as an adult. So it was very cool seeing all of the like how the minions were, I guess, kind of drawn to him. I guess they knew the potential he had, and so they end up just showing up and calling him Mini Boss, even though he doesn't like that. And he is trying to get into this group of obviously evil geniuses known as the Vicious Six. That was right. And his favorite villain was known as Wild Knuckles, played by Alan Arkin. And then we had the rest of the team, Bell Bottom, played by Tarji P. Henson. Then we had Master Chow, who was the master who teaches them the art of Kung Fu. Julia Andrews, wow, played Gru's mom, okay. Russell Brand was Nefario. Jean-Claude Van Damme was Jean-Claude. Dolph oh my god, I know his name. Dolph Lundgren was Savange, I guess is how you would pronounce that. Danny Trejo was Stronghold. And Lucy Lawless was Nunchuck. Okay, I didn't realize that she was the one who played the nun. Okay, that's funny. And then obviously we had the minions, right? So Kevin. Oh, I know Kevin was one of the minions' names. Oh God, what was the other? What are the three main minions? I'm gonna have to look that up now because that's gonna bug me because I should know their names. Do, 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 do. Three main minions. Ah, yes, Kevin, Stewart, and Bob. That's right. Okay. And then the other minion that was always beside that was always with, was it Bob? No, because there was one other minion that was super important in this film, the one that ends up losing the stone, I do believe at one point. But yeah, because he was also an important minion. I can't think of his name right now, and that's gonna bug me too. But maybe maybe there's a photo or something where we can figure it out. Anyway, I guess it's not super important to know that, but obviously the three main minions that are going after the Zodiac Stone is what it's called, and obviously the Vicious Six is also after it, and they've kicked out Wild Knuckles from the group, so Wild Knuckles is trying to get his own crew together, and it ends up just being him and the minions and Gru at the end of the movie that kind of band together as, I guess, yeah, Gru's kind of his sidekick, or I guess you could look at it the other way, that maybe Wild Knuckles is Gru's sidekick as the story goes along. And when he first enters the record store, which was called, come on, I have the image right in my head. Oh, jeez. Anyway, the guy that owned the record store was the same guy that is in the movies, just older, as the Doctor. Okay, we're gonna find out the name of the other minion here. Whoops. Oh, God damn it. Oh, it just says he played the Minions. Oh my God, come on. You got to give me more than that, movie. And obviously Steve Carell was Gru again. And he did do a very good job of making the voice younger sounding, that's for sure. Yeah, so I can't think of the name of the other minion. You would think that they would give you the actual names. But anyway, I guess not super important. So where was I? Yeah, the store that he enters was where the scientist was that he has helping him in the, I guess, later on when he becomes an adult. I'm trying to think of that guy's name. Do 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 do. Was it Silas? It might have been. I'm trying to think of who he has helping him later on in life. It could be Silas. It's got to be Silas. Let's go back actually and look at the Despicable Me and just see. Oh my God, I'm trying to put all the pieces together, right? Because I can't quite remember. Oh wait. Oh, it is Dr. Nefario. No, that can't be right. Oh my God. I don't want trailers, I want photos. There we go. No, because this is... Okay. Maybe it is Dr. Nefario. It's gotta be. Okay, yeah. So Russell Brand did play Dr. Nefario. But we don't know who he is yet until the end of the movie where it shows the ship that was in the movies. The Despicable Me movies. And I guess, Despicable Me 4 is coming out in 2024. Okay, so this is just setting up for the next movie. Cool. Alright, cool. So it is Dr. Nefario that is in the record store, which is called... Oh, Criminal Records. That was the name of the record store. I knew it had come to me eventually. Yeah, so the Minions obviously aren't smart. They end up giving the... Oh my God. The Zodiac Stone to some kid at a birthday party, and then he ends up giving it to his uncle, and then the Minions have to go on an adventure to find the stone, and then they run into Wild Knuckles at some point and his henchmen, thinking that maybe he has a stone, but it turns out he's just captured Gru and is trying to, I guess, basically kill him with, yeah. And then obviously the Minions, when Wild Knuckles realizes that he can't do it on his own, he decides to get the kid to help him, and luckily he did. And then the scenes where the Minions are training to become Kung Fu masters is absolutely hilarious, and they leave before their training's even complete. So the woman that trained them thinks that they're going to end up dying, but I guess they unleash their inner beast, even though the bell bottom there that gives them the powers through the Zodiac Stone. So they get the cool powers of the actual Zodiacs. That's what they were after. And I guess they thought if they got those powers that obviously the Vicious Six would be undefeatable, basically, was kind of their thing. And yeah, I don't know. This movie, seeing the stuff, like all the stuff happening beforehand, like him meeting, obviously him meeting Dr. Nefario and all of that stuff, that was cool. Like, it doesn't even say Dr. Nefario in this one, it just says Nefario, so that just makes no sense. So I guess the Vicious Six was obviously Wild Knuckles, Bell Bottom, Jean-Claude, Savange, Stronghold, and Nunchuck. Okay. And then Nefario was the one that sets him up with the meeting. And then Bell Bottom tells him to do something impressive, and that's when he steals the Zodiac Stone, right? And then all of the other stuff transpires with the Minions and him, and yeah, even his pet. I can't remember the name of his pet, but that weird like dog-looking creature that he has in the movies when it's all grown up. So it was kind of cool seeing that. And then obviously Nefario, him meeting Nefario, and I guess that's how he gets his ship or car that he drives in the later on movies, or Yeah, because this is a prequel to it, so I guess even though the Despicable Me movies were made beforehand, these ones, this is, yeah, so obviously when he grows up to be an adult, that's the car he has. So yeah, it's kind of cool to see all that stuff. But I think the story was kind of, I don't know, there was just something, it felt like there was just something missing, and the story was kind of weak in a certain sense because it felt like it had just kind of been done before, but I guess it was kind of an origin story, so at the same time it hadn't been done before. But yeah, I don't know. The villains just kind of seemed a little bit weaker in this one as opposed to some of the other movies. I don't know. There was just something about it that kind of fell short. I think maybe the ending was a little off. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I don't know. There's just something I didn't like about it quite as much as the other films. It felt kind of like it was just being, like it was just recycled thoughts and just him as a child, even though obviously we had the important meetings um, with the people he met when he was a child. But yeah, I gave this movie a 6 out of 10. The animation was really good. Obviously, I think they kind of knocked out of the park with these movies. And other than that, I don't really think there's much I can talk about because I've even gone back and done research just so I could figure out, put all the pieces together in my head from the older movies. And I think I will probably do the Despicable Me series, seeing as there's one coming out in 2 years, and I'll even do the other Minions movie now too, because I don't think I've done it yet. But yeah, I don't know. I gave this movie a 6 out of 10. It got a 7 out of 10 on IMDb. So sometimes they do rate it higher than me. Not a lot of it really just depends on the film. But yeah, I just didn't enjoy this one quite as much as I thought I was going to. I mean, there were definitely laughs, like the airplane scene where the minions are trying to fly the airplane. I was laughing at that hysterically. But yeah, there wasn't enough of that in this movie, I think, maybe, as opposed to some of the older movies. Maybe that was where it fell short, kind of on the comedy aspect for me. I'm just trying to put the pieces together for myself as to why it kind of fell short. But yeah, I think just the story. I think the story altogether was just kind of a little bit felt recycled. And yeah, maybe it was lacking in the comedy aspect, like they did too much on certain scenes and not enough with other ones. Anyway, that's my review, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye for now.